Alright, I got about 30 minutes to go, and we gotta knock out all these nodes here, as well as work on the rest of the progression for this latest event. So since I didn't get a chance to really tenderize my Thor, well, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and tenderize Thor. Now, I had noticed like in one of the comments, they're like, "Oh man, well, couldn't you use five star Thanos to his purple ability to prevent any enemy special tiles from creating?" Yeah, you can, but if you think about it in a practical sense, like especially if you're making essentially one or two hit moves, I don't think you're actually gonna have uh enough time or enough AP to actually make it make it happen. Now, unless you were using a support that happens to give Thanos purple AP, and I'm trying to think of some that do, but if that's the case, I mean, yeah, you can go for it, but Thanos' purple isn't something that I'm gonna be, relying upon for the for the duration of this event here. I mean, again, I said, would it be nice? Yeah, but it's really mostly overkill. Go this way, black, then red. As a door should be, probably get pretty close to 50%. Not, not here. It's gonna get pretty close to it. As about two more court deaths, and then he'll be more or less done. Like I said, since we're more or less pressed on time, Thor, you're gonna have to do your thing in the what's the name node, the 5 star node, or I just bring in a Mortal Hulk, and then make my green matches and get them tenderized that way. But Immortal Hulk has got a long way to go before we can even get him fully tenderized. Well, let's break his bones. The Thor will be pretty close. Let's say if you punch him in the face again. So we probably should definitely have been switching out supports, but at this point in time here, all we're trying to do, again, like I said, get Thor at 50%, and also to knock these nodes out as quick as we possibly can. Well, we got plenty of green on the board, so Thor's a half. I mean, Hulk is near about a half health. Still got a couple more of these here to go. Now we can switch up my team ups. Or I should say add some boost to my team ups. I played a fair amount of PvP today, so managed to get to my 1200 score to get that much needed command point. I mean, it's been a while since I've gotten up to 1200. Last time I did it was about a couple years ago, but I was really doing it in a how can I put it, in a PvP bracket that really is kind of hard to get to 1200 points, you know, on a consistent basis. Mainly because there's that the enemy point totals weren't enough to climb and to, well, not necessarily to climb, but to get into a position to where I could easily shield hop and you know, get to 1200 like that. But you know, hey, that was actually really fun to hop to the 1200. They're trying to make sure that, oh man, I got the right amount, say the right team that's out, plus everything else that you need. So go this way. So it looks like maybe 2 more matches with Immortal Hulk. Maybe even 1. I'll probably down him and put Thor at 50%. I mean, that's what I'm banking on. But even if I don't get it, you know, there's still more than enough ways to get Thor very sore. There we go. Now you're probably wondering, like, oh man, well, would you ever use Thor and Immortal Hulk on a team together? Heck no. That's just really counterintuitive. Because Thor's destroying green, Immortal Hulk wants green. Like, no. But the beautiful thing here about this, well, when I get ready to punch somebody in the face, Thor will be even more tenderized. Alright, he's an 18,000. Yeah, he's more than enough tenderized. Alright, now gonna get to this team here. See if we can set up any, you know, match force potentially. If not, again, always look for yellow. Always look for team ups. We got a match 5 into a match 4, so And then another match probably with the Katara. Another match for Criterion had not meet the had not meet the criteria. Next turn, I know for sure Breaker Bones will devastate him. I mean, I probably could have used it the turn before, but I wasn't completely sure. All right, where's this team here at? Go this way. I'll set up this match for here, and then set up the shared strength. Now with the red, as much as I want to, you know, make a match of the team ups, and I mean not team ups, but get rid of those pesky countdown tiles, and then, you know, have Hawkeye do his thing. Nah. Alright, still making good time. We should be to the challenge node by the time within the last 10 to 12 minutes, so we'll definitely be good to go. Because if you remember in last night's video, yeah, I had a lot of interruptions, so not enough. I need at least one more projectile on the board before we can use Forge and Fire. There you go. Because just the one projectile would have did like minuscule damage. Here, it's a little bit better. And remember with the Black Bolt node, I can't use Okoye and Immortal Hulk because old Black Bolt is the you know, he's a featured character and he's boosted, so anything that I'm gonna do is gonna set that off a little bit too much, or I should say it's not gonna be conductive for me. Oh man. See here, let's add the black, because Apocalypse really needs black, and he really needs we really need green with Thor. Alright, well, Mystique is gone from out of the fight. well, man, we can just literally bypass everything else. There you go, Kate. Alright, now Black Bolt, again, bringing Apocalypse. You know, at least we got one meat shield. Talking about Black Bolt, not Apocalypse. We'll wait one more turn before we pop shared strength. And you're probably wondering, okay, well, why not Black Bolt's ability? No. Even though, yeah, it's a little bit stronger, still got, you know, still got those charge tiles out on the board, and, you know, they may or may not, you know, be in a location that we can necessarily get towards. I would say you can't stun Apocalypse, but Apocalypse is like we don't have a mutant on the team. Alright, Mystique, you and your crew of merry mutants, you guys will be out of the way. No, I'm not really worried about Apocalypse's health. It's like, even though we took a little bit of damage in, you know, this particular fight, you know, we'll be more than okay. Don't really need team ups, Merciless Crush, that'll down him. It's okay. That's what health packs are for. Yep, and I had a lot more health packs than I had beforehand, but again, that's the nature of the PvP beast. They demand the sacrifice of your health, your hero. Oh my goodness, health packs. I don't know why I'm about to call them hero packs. Go this way. Really don't want Mystique to do her thing with purple and shapeshift and oh well, she actually got it off anyways. Well, at least this time here, Black Bolt has a little bit more health to at least take one, maybe even two. Oh man, we only got 2 repeater tiles on the board. Yikes. Take the match 5. Yeah, man, I need some more repeater tiles on the board. Well, we'll start it over. No big deal. Got 2 projectiles on the board, 3 projectiles that I see. Business decision. Just in case Black Bolt didn't tick off in time, you know, we still got a chance. Alright. Now here I know we gotta chew through a lot of health. But at least the beautiful thing is we do have characters that can chew through a lot of health in a relative short amount of time. All right, let's put Mystique on ice for 2 turns, so that way we at least know who's going to be using the purple abilities. Pierce it this way. Alright, now stun Magneto for 2 turns. Bye, Max. Doesn't matter which way we go, because both of them are now down. And then we got 8 minutes to go, so I need to wait a turn or two, or wait a little bit longer before I maximize it out. So I gotta kill time for about 4 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll talk about the next little quick story event, Fight for Wakanda. At least up in the Fight for Wakanda, you get charged for Gamora, so that's a good thing. It's like, because you'll get 250 at least in shield clearance 10, less than that if you play in other shield clearance levels. So if you need Gwenpool, covers and shards, there you go. As well as Fight for Wakanda tokens, and our main goal, the 22 command points, and then of course the 75. At 75.50, you know, the 250 Gwenpool shard, so that again every little bit helps out. And then of course, you know, you get your Ultron shards for, you know, completing, you know, the event. Whether you know, if you finish in the top 100 or should say 1 of 1 or within the 500 range, you know, you'll get some number of Ultron shards. So again, this is going to help me out, because in the next event, when Ultron is featured, I'll be able to get enough shards to finally roster Ultron into the roster without having to pull from the latest Legend store. Which again, I'm not going to be pulling from the latest Legend store until after Odin leaves out, because I don't really too much particularly care for Odin as a character. I mean, I can see him being useful for some things, but not not enough to move the needle. Alright, just still killing time because I don't want to don't want to overly clear the last 5 minutes and, well, 508 points. Even though I could slow play it and go from there, but nah. Just a second, y'all. I'm still trying to still trying to waste some time. Alright, 3 minutes to go. I think, yeah. Okay, I think this will be the what we need to go here. With about 3 minutes, yeah, we can afford to to jump in now. And then also, if you notice too, both of my supports kicked in for Iceman and for what's his name, for the for the two supports. If you remember, I was talking about them last night. How, you know, you can start off with essentially an advantage in AP just by having those supports there available. All right, you well, I'll get the match 5, but you're still stunned though. I would stun Magneto too. Because then every other turn, Iceman is just gonna be going off, and I'll just be making making damage off the board. Let's pierce this throat. That should knock out everybody. Oh, came pretty close to it. So we're at 58. 1 minute to go. Alright, so we gotta overclear one extra node, so by the time we finish this node here out, this will be us complete. Alright, let's eliminate some of these guys out of the fray. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh man, well it's 10 o'clock now. Now I just screwed this here up. Or fouled this here up, I should say. Oh well, I mean, the only thing that's gonna foul up is just the fact that we got to, you know, do this node here. We gotta wait 10 seconds before we can do this node to full points. Even though it technically is at full points, you know, still want it at full points. You and you go. And like I said, remember, towards the end of this event, you're gonna have to do this node here one more time. You know, for your grind and your final grind and all that good stuff. Alright, so it's like 1 minute pass, but again, it's not gonna hurt us. And then the final node, enter that area again. You're gonna get a boosted character, get Thanos, and then just go to town. Yeah, I know I had a match 5, but I think it's a little bit faster. The match 5 probably would have been a little bit faster. Alright, Siege of Destruction, you know, as you always do, you have another one of those one of those nodes where you have to face off against an enemy just one time. So again, if you got you know, a pretty fast team, go for it. Remember, as I said, so you want to get these nodes out of the way first, so that you can get the timer ticking on the other nodes pretty quickly. Because you don't want to mess yourself over at any points. You know, the one-time nodes, you can get these here out of the way expeditiously. Hit control up first, then impairs this. Because if I did it the other way, we'd just still been here. Alright, there's the top 50 finish, there's hero points, there's tokens, all that good stuff. Alright, that's the what's the name node. Now Doomsday Plan. Again, we'll talk about all these nodes here in full detail, but right now, you know, speed. Oh, that should be a down for the whole entire team, shouldn't it? Yeah. All right, Yaru got me to the 5 green. I was expecting the other one to kick in, but eh. Alright, Iceman's stun is now online, which is always a good thing. Alright, let's fire off Iceman. Pearson throw this row here. Can I get the trifecta? Yes, I will. And you see how quickly these guys here, they just effectively neutralized the entirety of this node, just trivialized it. Alright, Yara Root still triggered in, which is good. Because again, you know, you got a 50%, about a 50% chance of starting off with green AP. Go that way, get a quick stun in. Then whenever the board settles, we'll be able to do something. Put Mystique out in front because I want her to get stunned for a turn or two. Set up some pretty nasty cascades. Alright, that's all those nodes there. With Doomsday Plan, I always forget it's this one here. That will be healing up Black Bolt within the next turn. So, I mean not next turn, but the next fight. So don't worry about him if he gets too low of health. Also didn't use Technopathic Strength. I guess the AI figures, oh man, well I'm about to get down with the Doom anyway, so. Boom. Boom. Surprised that didn't finish the both of them off. Alright, so now with everything, yeah, we actually got enough AP. Yes, ma'am. Alright, after these messages, we will be right back. I already gotta factor in uh, a minute and a half of time because of that. But again, you know, we're still using fast teams. I don't have to be too pressed with time. I mean, I'm pressed with time, but it's not to the point where it's like, oh man, hey, I'll more than make up for it in the in final grind. As in, as you can see, just mowing through them. So we got the 2 command points. I don't think I'll be needing any more health packs anymore. I mean, won't be worried about using them anymore. Oh, another phone call. Okay, guys, I will be right back. I'm gonna pause where where we're at, and I'll explain away everything. All right, so I had to go away from the mic for a considerable amount of time, but as you can see, we completed off everything here with Seed of Destruction, in about 30 minutes time. So I'll make sure I'll hop in the last 30 minutes to you know let you all see the conclusion of all this here. So again, easy nodes, as I said, Thanos, Guardians of the a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and 4-star Rocketing Group, or if you don't have a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy and Rocketing, I mean, a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, you can always use Juggernaut. You know, functionally, um, it'll work the same. Heart of Castle Doom. Again, this is going to be a little bit trickier of a node because you have the Defender who can feed stuff into Doctor Doom for his black ability. The Subject can feed stuff to Doctor Doom as well. And the main thing you just want to do, you want to either get rid of Doctor Doom first or get rid of the Defender first, because the Defender has relatively lower health than everybody else. Again, Doctor Strange and Thanos and whoever your boosted characters are, and that's something I do need to talk about in this video here, boosted characters. Alright. Here, say this one here is just a nuisance too, because you got the Subject who's able to give stuff to both Mystique and Doctor Doom. And Mystique, she can stun you with her purple, or Doctor Doom if he gets enough of those diabolical plot. Oh my goodness. And we just talked about these tiles yesterday, trap tiles. If he gets enough of those there, that can put your team in a world of hurt. Mystique also has her blue ability that can, add purple and black tiles as well as blue tiles on the board. Then her black ability, it can do massive damage, or if the lucky version that you want Doctor Doom to add attack tiles on the board. You would prefer that because at least with the attack tiles on the board, you can get rid of those there. Whereas Mystique's, that's just doing damage to you, and you kind of want to avoid that type of damage. Like I said, this is a nasty node. And then the Big Boom, again, is pretty nasty as well. Again, Brawler, with its board shake on the board, but at least it has a much lower health pool than Doctor Doom and Mystique. So again, Thanos and Doctor Strange, anytime it fires off a power, or your boosted characters or whatever, and just go bananas there. Alright, the Black Bolt node again. Like Black Bolt, and then flank him around with 2 other characters. No Subject. Know that Subject will feed into both Mystique and Doctor Doom. And if Subject happens to get too low of health, those detonation tiles. Ugh. The Cape Pride node, if you have a mutant, with this particular node, yeah, if you have a mutant beside her, it can make things a little bit easier. Like if you were using Polaris and rocking a group, that'll make short work with those nodes there. And remember, both the subjects will be feeding Doctor Doom, so if you got Doctor Strange, you can go that way too. Hawkeye, again, Thanos, Doctor Doom, Court Death, everything. But with these guys here, they got a much larger health pool, so you're gonna need a little bit more, you know, health acceleration, or I should say AP acceleration or whatnot. Again, pretend this is a 2-star node. Whoever your featured 2-star character is, Thanos, Doctor Strange, Court Death. If you have enough of those 2-stars, especially if you've been farming, you won't need to really worry too much about health packs. For the 5-star challenge node, again, if you're pressed for time, you know, Doctor, oh my goodness, Okoye, Adam Strange, and Immortal Hulk obviously will knock out these nodes here pretty quickly. If not, again, you can use the team that I use, Iceman, Okoye, and Thor, and then make sure you have your appropriate supports on them, and you know, have fun. Make sure that you at least clear each of these nodes here 4 times, especially if you're playing in shield clearance 9, 8, and 7, you know, below, and you know you'll be perfectly fine. So we gotta talk about boosted characters real quick before we go. So you'll notice beside each of the characters, there's little red little icons there, maybe orange. The red on my screen might be a little bit different on yours, but throughout each of the different rarities, so you'll have characters boosted. So this here is like a bright red. This is really orange. The bright red means these are characters that are featured, or I should say essential characters in the event, and their levels are boosted a little bit higher than all the normal ones. So as you can see here with my Hawkeye, he's at level 144, but with his boosted level, he's up to 212. All right. It's Captain America. He's at 107, and like I said, he's gonna punch a little bit harder. And like if you notice, we'll take a look at the max champ Bagman. And so those are his damage total 70, 73, 65, 57, and I look at Hawkeye boosted 84, 74, 80, 64. And so you notice that their max damage is a little bit higher. Their powers will be hitting a little bit harder. You know, even someone like Loki, you know, making even stronger trickery tiles. I mean, well, not necessarily the conversion, but like if an enemy uses strike tiles or whatever, boom, you can flip those there. Again, mischief and all these here not gonna really do any damage, but as you can see with uh, Captain America Steve Rogers, again at 266, like boosted levels. You know, compare that to Black Panther, and just ignore the fact that Raising the Panther is boosted because of his support. But as you can see, these are pretty tame for 3 stars, and you look at Cap, you're like, oh, that's, you know, almost double. And then as you can see with Hawkeye, he's going to be, as a required character, his levels are going to be a little bit less than the boosted characters, but he is max champed. All right. Same with the fours. With the fours again, change your featured character. Then you got all your boosted characters for the week here with the 4 stars. So again, if you have the boosted 4-star characters, they're gonna punch again a bit harder than than your uh than your regular 4 stars, then your regular 3 stars, then your boosted 3 stars, and then of course your boosted 5 stars. You'll be punching a little bit higher, than everything else. And you see here, there's my Ronin and my Magneto. It's like they're at 255, but you can see they're boosted over to three something. Like I said, more max damage than what they normally have, as opposed to someone like Shang-Chi, to his, is in 193 and then 200, and of course I can level them up or whatever. So the idea with your boosted characters, you always want to try and use your boosted characters more than uh your non-boosted characters, because again, a little bit more damage, and this is going to help you speed through nodes a little bit quicker. But also remember too that there's just inherently other characters that are just better equipped to handle any any challenges. So it's gonna be a little bit of making sure, hey, we got the right characters here to help us succeed. If we don't have the right characters here, just continue to experiment and see, you know, who will be much more useful in terms of, your boost and who's effective. So that's going to end this video here. Tomorrow will be the conclusion of Seed of Destruction and the rest of Meat Rocket and Groot, as we hopefully can get to a top 50 finish. If we don't get a top 50 finish, I'm not gonna be that upset. That'll be just a few less shards of Gamora that we don't have when we initially start her pools, whenever that may be. Or it'll be sometime in November, whenever she finally gets introduced into the stores. So we'll look at that there. Get her shards, and then Gwenpool shards, and then whatever else um, may go our way. So hopefully these tips and tricks have been helping you out with the Meat Rocket and Groot new release event. I'll probably do another one of these here for the next 4-star character that's released. Just let me know in the comments if you want me to do that, and I'll do my best to do it and like shield clearance, so whatever shield. Well, I'll do it in 10 because we get more shards. So anyway, just let me know in the comments. So until then, I will see each of you tomorrow for Crash of the Titans, and of course the completion of Meat Rocket and Groot.